Inside the Arizona Republican AZ Central newsroom, I'm Richard Rellis here with columnist Bob Robb. As the Betsy Ross shoe debacle was going on and Nike said it was pulling it, there was a lot of discussion about what that emblem meant and whether in equating that original flag with slavery was a fair point. And you point out in this column that we really have to take that in as part of our history and who the founding fathers were.
This was a sad 4th of July for me because I saw a country, in part stimulated by that particular incident, divided over having sort of a cultural war over the meaning of our founding. And to me, it is unnecessary. I mean, you have the left that wants to talk about all the flaws of our founders, and the right then responds to that by saying, well, you're denigrating their accomplishments. And I think there's plenty of room to consider them holistically. It is certainly true at the time of our founding, the time of the Betsy Ross Flag, slavery was a central feature of American life and experience. And the entire founding of the country was based upon a very ugly compromise with respect to slavery. The designation of slaves is 3/5 of a person for the purposes of allocating political power within the U.S. House of Representatives. Participation in politics was limited. White males, usually Protestant, that had property. All that is true. All of that should be acknowledged, and it should be understood that that is something that alters the way a lot of people who are excluded from that view the country.
You also say that it can't be just, well, that's the way things were back then, so they were just in that society through no fault of their own.
No, I think that it is entirely fair and appropriate and true to our current standards of equality and civil rights to judge the founders according to those standards and to find them wanting. That's part of our reality.
But at the same time, those people created a document that you say set the foundation for advancements for people that they could never probably imagine.
They achieved one of the greatest accomplishments and advancements in all of human history by forming a new government, a new country, based upon the notion that an individual had certain rights that a government had to respect and protect, and that government had to rest on the consent of the governed. That was revolutionary then, and in too much of the world it's still revolutionary today. They fought to secure that. They devised a structure of government that allowed those values to be workable over time. And I think most importantly, by saying that these values were universal, they set the intellectual predicate for expanding that to the populations that were initially excluded. So I think we can both understand and accept their historical shortcomings and the way that's viewed by people who were excluded from that initial vision, while simultaneously celebrating and being deeply appreciative of what they created and the fact that they laid the intellectual predicate to expand those benefits to all of us.
And you were thinking of all of this during the fireworks show. Amazing.